All right, so hello everybody out there in social media land. I am Dr. Kent Key, and we are the Flint Public Health Youth Academy, and we are back in the saddle, back for our next season of Youth Perspective talk shows. So we are so excited to, first of all, be back with you. We want to share, one, what we did over the summer, two, what our interns have been doing during their break post towards the end of the summer. We have a couple of trips and things to DC and things that we want to talk about. And then we want to talk about what's coming up for us in November. So while you're listening and while you're waiting, get your phone, tag a couple friends, interns, tag a couple friends, viewers and supporters, tag a couple of friends and let them know, like and share. Let them know that the Flint Public Health Youth Academy is back on live. And so this has been a truly exciting time for us. Our youth interns have been awesome. They are leading the way in public health from a youth perspective. And when I say youth perspective, I'm not meaning because they're young. I'm meaning because they are holding their own with the best of the adults and the best of people who are doing advocacy and activism and social justice and public health science and research and medicine. And we're being seen by people who we never thought would see what we're doing in little old Flint, right? And being acknowledged by it. And so this it's a wonderful thing to, one, be recognized for the work that you do. And it's another thing to be honored for doing it in a way that you never thought you would be, because that's not what you signed up to do it for. So with that, I want to first just give everybody an opportunity to just say, hey, what's up to the people? It's been a minute. We took about a month and a half break at the end of the summer. And so we want to kind of just reintroduce ourselves, let the supporters know who you are, what you're doing, and then we'll come back and kind of talk collectively about what it is. So I'll start off. Dr. Ken Key. I'm a public health doctor, an associate professor in the College of Human Medicine at Michigan State University, as well as a health disparities researcher and founder of the Flint Public Health Youth Academy. And we're going to just play popcorn style. So I'm going to pop it over to Tasha. Got you.
I'm sorry, you threw me off guard. Hi, I'm Taisha Brady. I will be going to my community college for sign language interpretation this winter semester. And I am 20 years old.
Pick somebody, Taisha. Who you calling on?
I gotta check who's on here. Everett.
Okay, hey everybody. My name is Everett Graham. I am currently a senior in high school. I'm also dual enrolled at my community college. And yeah, that's me. I'm gonna go with Cruz.
Wait. What high school?
Oh, I'm at Southwestern Classical Academy.
I'm Cruz Dillhart. I'm a senior English major at Morehouse College. And I'm up to a lot of different things, but for sake of this, I've just been a FPHYA intern for a while, still repping Flint. And then I'm going to pick Kayla.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla Shannon. I am a junior at the illustrious Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, pursuing a major in political science. I've been a FPHYA intern for about 2 years now. Outside of FPHYA, I am involved in a lot of local nonprofit work with organizations like the Michigan Organization on Adolescent Sexual Health, as well as the Flint Freedom Schools Collaborative. And I'm also an apprentice doing strategy consulting with the Power Initiative. So I love social justice work and I'm passionate about what I do. And I am glad to be back with you all. And I'm going to popcorn to Briante.
Hey, y'all. Sorry, my camera's not working right now. My name is Briante. I work for Michigan State University College of Human Medicine as a research assistant and assistant geographic information systems analyst. I'm a FPHYA mentor. This is like 2 years, but y'all haven't really seen me because I was sick and other things trying to figure out my health, but glad to be here. I do work with NAACP, other nonprofits, some stuff I have to put on hold, but I'm looking forward to the future. So, hey, y'all see my face. Y'all see my face again soon. All right, my popcorn. I am going to go to a mentor. So let's go to Monisha.
I knew you were gonna call me.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Monisha Summers. I work at Michigan State University as well, and I've been working with Dr. Key for a very long time. It'll be 5 years in November. Yeah, I'm just excited we're back. So I'm gonna pass it on to, is Kiara on? Kiara.
I'm on. I do this every time with the microphone. Anyway, I'm Kiara Wallace. I'm one of the mentors. I am a Flint native also. And I actually went to my middle. I didn't know you went to my middle. What was that, Everett? And I am in my 3rd year at University of Maryland Law School. I think I've been a mentor for about 2 years now. I think it's been 2 years, 2020. So yep. Let's see who I'm gonna pass it to. Dr. Bailey, have you gone yet? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Thank you, Kiara, and it's good to see you. And glad to see everyone back. My name is Reverend Dr. Sarah Bailey, and I am the FPHYA consultant and administrator. And we have been engaged this past year in some really awesome things. And I know some of our FPHYA interns can't wait to share with you some of the places and spaces that they've been in. And I'm going to popcorn it to Cole.
You're on mute, Cole.
You went back on mute.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, all right. So far, so good. My name is Cole Mays. I did catch the part about MCU. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll popcorn it to. Okay. Let's go. Hey, yo, Christian. Also, my room is a mess. I'm sorry, I can't be on camera right now. I'm sorry. Christian.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's probably not even paying attention. He's probably working on his car and trying to do this meeting.
Oh crap! I actually think he is. Okay. Anyone else?
Amir.
Okay, Amir.
Hello everyone. My name is Amir Ellison Brown. I've been a FPHYA intern for about 3 years roughly. So glad to be back. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a great day.
All right, is that everyone?
Except for Christian, who's working on the car.
All right, so he can work on your health, your public health, and your car if you need him to. Transportation is a social determinant of health. All right, so y'all, we back, like literally. We had an awesome summer camp. Anybody want to kind of give some highlights? Share a couple of highlights from the summer camp? Go ahead, Amir.
For me personally, I think it was like their ability just to learn and soak in knowledge. Like it was amazing. Especially like the younger kids in the group. They were picking up everything, listening to the instructions that everyone was giving them. It was really great, and plus their creativity was just amazing. How they're able just to map stuff out and able to think about this certain problem, this certain issue. And at a young age of like 8 and 9, that's a really big thing. And so hopefully they're able to keep going and continue what they're passionate about, and hopefully be able to find what they want to do in life. So It's great.
Thanks, Amir. Anyone else?
Yeah, just to add, I think it was just a great opportunity to utilize community partnerships. We were able to partner with other organizations such as Black Millennials for Flint, Wow Outreach. So we had the support of like people who genuinely care about nurturing the creativity as well as the like educational capacity of Flint youth. So I really just appreciated the opportunity to be in a space where like, you know, there are adult contributors to the village who like are really willing to give back their time to see that Flint youth benefit and grow. So yeah.
And some of the topics that were covered, of course, we covered public health, and it was an environmental health focus, right? But we were talking about, they did Photovoice projects. They learned about data and data analysis. They learned about the role that the fashion sector plays in environmental health with, you know, clean green type of fabrics versus those fabrics that are really hard to break down in the environment. And I think that was pretty like fun for the kids to do that. You know, any activities for those who were a part that you kind of stuck out that you wanted to lift? Go ahead, Dr. Bailey. I see your hand.
Yeah, I have to, after Kayla did that awesome shout out, I've got to give a shout out to one of our partners that actually provided the space so we could do it. And that is Mott Community College Regional Technology Center. And the great, awesome thing about that is that they have invited us back for next year. So we already have a date. The 17th of July through the 28th of July will be our we don't have a date. We don't know what it's going to be called. But anyway, it will be the date for our next youth camp. So you guys can get that on your calendar right away. It was awesome. The way the FPHYA youth and the FPHYA interns and mentors came together. Thank you, Monisha. Thank you, Jasmine, for all of the help. Thank you, Ashley, for being there. And Kayla, what can I say about that awesome poem that you wrote? It was life-changing for a lot of people. And Cruz, I won't forget you, because people behind the scenes are often forgotten. And you did the work to put it out there on social media for us. But we have to give the biggest shout out to our fearless leader, Dr. Kent Key, who came back from overseas to do the youth summer camp. So thank you all for all the work that you did.
And also to Amir for being there every day. And
Every day.
Dr. Bailey for being there every day, ordering the food, handling the logistics. So oftentimes she's so busy giving accolades that she never takes the time so that we can give accolades to her. So we thank you, we honor you, and we are so glad that you are in our corner and supporting this great work. Some of the other highlights, you know, the young people got on the bus and went out to the north side of Flint to investigate where the Ajax Asphalt Company was going to be building a site, and saw the proximity to the housing complexes and housing projects out there. And they were fired up. And they created some Photovoice projects expressing their perspective on how this is wrong, on how this would be damaging the air that these young people will have to breathe, and in turn damaging the body, the lungs, creating more exacerbated asthma if people don't already have asthma. I mean, they were going in. I mean, to one point, we had one young man say, hey, this type of curriculum, I'm going out to Grand Blanc and talk to the superintendent to say, we need public health in the Grand Blanc schools. Like, that's how powerful and impactful that this curriculum was. Yeah, it was just awesome. And we had literally, like Amir said, 8-year-olds grasping concepts and being exposed to stuff that people got to pay dollars in college to get that knowledge. And that was just amazing.
One last person who came on our last day was Dr. Jelani White Newsom from the Biden administration, from the White House. She is the director of the White House Environmental Protection Committee for the White House. And she literally came and sat with us for 4 hours and talked and shared with our young people. That was powerful for many of them and life-changing for them, that someone of her stature and charisma would actually come talk to them.
Right, just meeting somebody from the White House was a treat for many of the young people. One of the mothers saw me at the farmer's market a couple of weeks later, and she was like, "Why y'all didn't tell me y'all had the president here?" I said, "No, it wasn't the president, but it was somebody from his administration," because she was gonna let me have it because she wanted to be there. But just the fact that Flint is on the radar of those who are basically making the decisions that run our country. I mean, before the water crisis, people knew us because of General Motors and the UAW, and that was pretty much it. But we are on the radar, and we're on the radar for so many good things in spite of the bad things that has happened. And every face that's on this screen, you're a part of the many good things and the many good reasons why people know who Flint is. And so again, I salute you all for the work that you do. So we rocked that summer camp out. We also had some other supporters. We partnered with the MTA, who provided us some transportation and bus service. Thank you to the MTA. Shouts out to the MTA. We also want to shout out, in addition to Black Millennials for Flint and the mentoring collaborative that we're a part of with big brothers, big sisters, the Deltas, the ACATs, the Alphas, Mott Community College. And if I left out anybody, I'm sorry. I think that's about it on that. And then we also wanted to shout out Community Foundation of Greater Flint, who have always supported many of the things that we have done. And so we are here not because no one person has it all or no one person did it all, but we are here because we are a village and everybody has something to contribute. So this is awesome. So now we're going to transition for a second. And I just want to kind of hear what some of y'all, well, before we do that, we also had another thing that happened to us right after the camp. And who want to talk about that? Kayla, Amir, I mean, y'all went. Anybody want to talk about what happened to the Flint Public Health Youth Academy?
Amir?
Yeah, for sure. That we were blessed with this opportunity to go to Washington and to get an award. And it was great just to see all the other diversity that was put in this program that they had for us. We had good music, great vibes, everyone together, everyone celebrating each other. It was wonderful. So yeah, overall it was great experience. Me and Kayla, Dr. Key got up there, said some words, for our acceptance speech. Kayla did an amazing poem. So overall it was wonderful, great experience, and very blessed to have that opportunity, for sure.
Kayla, you have any remarks?
Yes, so as Amir said, I don't know if he mentioned that we were flown out by Black Millennials for Flint for their Young, Gifted, and Green. They concurrently with the Black Caucus, African American Caucus, they were having their conference. They also were hosting their own events, and they had an award show. We received the highest award and had an opportunity to speak. And as he said, I performed a poem entitled Young, Gifted, and Green that I actually wrote originally for the summer camp that we did, just speaking about the youth. I was so inspired by the young people that were there at that camp. And like I said, just the community, I'm so inspired by the Flint community and always have been. And so I was able to perform a poem that I wrote during that summer camp. And I was also able to sit on a panel full of other professional environmentalists, which was Black, well, not Black, but women of color environmentalists, which was amazing to be able to sit among like people who have worked in DC, who are like running their own nonprofits, who like stand in this space professionally. It was such an honor to be considered a professional like they were. And to just be able to have a great conversation about the important role that women of color play in the environmental justice movement, and how we can continue to do great work in centering marginalized voices and marginalized communities in these conversations about environmental injustice, and in these spaces that people of color disproportionately experience environmental injustices. So it was a great opportunity. As Amir said, it was also great, like vibes, like they were great people. They were honoring so many other people in the environmental justice space. And so it was great to just be amongst them as they also celebrated their own accomplishments that they're having in their communities nationally. And yeah, it was a great weekend. We were in a great hotel. I was obsessed with it. So yeah, it was a great opportunity.
Well, Kayla's being a little humble in her remarks. She didn't just sit amongst the women, she held it down. She held her own, one being the youngest representation up there. And she didn't give them fluff and buzzword. She had strong content. She had intellectually structured statements, and she had data and facts. And I think that they were more impressed with her as she was with being on a panel with people who have worked in the federal government and people who are doing this outstanding work and who have been doing it for years. So I think it was very, 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 from a bidirectional perspective, very beneficial for all of us involved. And again, thanks and shouts out to the Black Millennials for Flint for inviting us during the Black Caucus to be a part of their award ceremony. And then also Amir and Kayla, we got a chance to kind of go out and see DC and eat at a couple of spots and kind of mingle. And then we had to get back out of there and go back to the business of the day. And I had just flown in from the West Coast. And so, and Amir was like, yo, Dr. Key, this is a nice hotel, but these some small rooms. You feel like we're on a cruise ship. It was one of those minimalist hotels, but it was very new age, very modern. It was really nice. It was almost like if you ever, I don't know how the age y'all ever saw the cartoon, the Jetsons, like very advanced, it was really nice, but it was an awesome.
It was like Japanese style. Like you don't understand.
It was very oriented. It was.
I was obsessed.
It was.
I was obsessed. To send me back. It was called, what was it called? It was New Citizen. It was the Citizen M Noma. Mm-hmm. They're not paying me, but hopefully eventually they will.
Sponsorship.
Please go, because I want to go back.
So Dr. Bailey, if we ever go to an APHYA something, no matter where we're staying, Kayla has made it known where she wants to stay. All right.
Not the city, the hotel.
The hotel.
She's serious.
She's serious. She's really serious. So yeah, that was an honor being acknowledged nationally and on a national platform. And a lot of the other organizations that were at that ceremony had not heard of the Flint Public Health Academy. So this is exposure, this is networking, this is marketing, this is branding, and this is social capital building. And so I think that these are some wonderful opportunities, and we are leveraging them as they present themselves to us. So yeah, that was an awesome thing. And so that was one of the awesome things this summer. And then we were all tired. We were exhausted. We've done 3 years of straight summer camps. We've done 3 years of straight youth perspective show programming. Many of us have done some focus group training. We've done some youth anti-racism dialogues for youth. We've done a lot of different things. Some of you all have gone and spoke for the University of Michigan Institute for Clinical Health Research on different platforms. Some of you have spoken and represented FPHYA in so many capacities. Y'all out there on social media land, we were tired. And we talk about self-care. So we gave ourselves a little sabbatical at the end of the summer just so we could breathe and revamp and recoup. And we're back. We are back. So what y'all do during y'all break? Because I slept as much as I could, but I traveled too. I went to Colombia. I came back, Cali, Colombia. I have to say that because when you say Colombia, people think you're talking about Columbus. I'm like, my one cousin said, you went to Ohio? No, I went to Colombia next to Argentina and Venezuela, South America, right? So I went to Colombia, went and spent some time with Jennifer Lewis while I was out in in Los Angeles. Then I went to Vegas after that. But I did a little traveling and a little, self-care. What y'all do? Talk.
Child, I ain't do that. I ain't go to Colombia, so.
Nothing like that. Oh man.
No,
Man, I'm
just
trying
tell
to
me
see
what
what
you
that's
did.
like.
Maybe I shouldn't have went first. Y'all tell me what y'all did.
Should have went last. This is disrespectful. No, but I got rest. No, that was important. I went on a retreat, a Black women's retreat with the Power Initiative, which was a great opportunity to network.
Where?
To New Orleans. We were in NOLA. I turned 21, which was fun. But yeah, other than that, just working on a book. Shameless plug, and yeah, just took time.
Who else want to share what you've been doing? You was telling us what you've been doing. What you've been doing?
Yeah. So I started school actually. I believe it was the week before the summer camp. And it's my senior year. So I've been doing school, really putting my all into that. I started college, like dual enrollment too. So I've been doing that, which was cool. I'm learning, what it feels like to be in college. So next year I'm a little prepared. I went down to Alabama. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago for Alabama A&M's homecoming. I have a cousin out there, and that was dope. I don't even think I've ever really been to Alabama other than just passing through. So it was Huntsville. It was really nice. Alabama A&M has a beautiful campus. So that was another school on my list for applying to. But yeah, other than that, just been school. I got my first college acceptance letter today, which was pretty dope, to University of Michigan Flint. So excited for many more of those. And yeah.
All right. Who else? What y'all been doing? Give the people an update.
I can go next. So I started school, or my last year, my senior year here at Morehouse.
Wait, Cruz. You about to graduate from college for real, undergrad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look how long your locks are now. When you started, I'm just talking about the hang time on those locks. Wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so a lot of what I've been doing is starting to get more into my art space. So I joined a bunch of different organizations, and I stepped up and took some roles in those. Like there's a poetry org that I have a position in. There's our newspaper and video org, and I have a position there. As well as I'm part of this new program that Morehouse is doing, to where we can start cultivating and making it possible for students to kind of step into their career field in the music industry. So part of that program, as a sound engineer, we released our first single, what was that, 2 weeks ago? So I got to record and edit and do all those things in like a professional studio that we have on campus. And yeah, that was really fun because I got to see like how professionals really do it. And it's a pathway now to create more success like that. So that's been all cool. A lot of networking, a lot of those type of things. But really, it's just been, trying to enjoy my last year. Now that things, we keep talking about this new normal and all that, but now that things are kind of like settled to a degree, really getting that campus life before I leave and depart. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to.
Absolutely, because I do think about you and Kayla quite often on how, you guys didn't get that true freshman experience at first. But I'm glad y'all y'all squeezing lemons and making lemonade. I'm telling you. So I'm loving the fact that y'all are doing that. Who else would like to share what y'all been doing over the summer break?
I'll share.
Go ahead.
So I've been pretty much just working like a lot, and as well as getting my college situation figured out. I finally have in-person sign language classes, because that was going to drive me bonkers if I didn't get in-person classes again. I started my job at Walmart, I believe. I can't even remember, but I work in there and pretty much cooking. I've been doing a lot of cooking and baking and other stuff, spending time with the family and sleeping. Pretty much that's it for me.
What you been chefing up though?
One of these was like a little project with my siblings because they're bored and stuff. It's kind of like a s'more, but like in a tortilla shell. And so basically I put some marshmallow fluff and some chocolate and graham crackers, and I torched the marshmallow fluff to try to give it a toasted marshmallow taste. And I don't know if you guys heard, but like they're making all these weird stuff now. They made cinnamon toast crunch dust in like little containers, and I sprinkled that on top, and they love that. Another thing I made was I made wraps for I made some wraps. Those were fun to make because I normally don't work with gluten, dairy free stuff, and I had made that, and that was fun because, like I said, I normally don't do it, and I was like, is it gonna work? Because I wasn't sure I was gonna taste, but it was actually pretty good. And what else? I helped my parents work with venison because I have a family of hunters.
Yeah.
And venison is actually a lot. In my opinion, it's a lot better than beef. But I helped make some venison stew, venison jerky, tenderloins, made some steaks, stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't even tried venison yet, so
It's
on a whole different level.
The
I
venison?
like it. It's actually really good.
I need to try it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you are giving us a culinary exploration right here, and you're making me hungry.
Extremely.
So I know what I'm doing as soon as we get off this live. All right, who else want to share what you've been doing over the summer? Anyone else? Any other takers?
This is Monisha. I just been working. That's it. So I really haven't had a break. I'm gonna take a vacation soon though.
All right. Well, hey, there's an alternative to just been working, and that's just not working. So we're happy that we got some work. How about that? Kiera, you were coming off?
I was gonna say, Dr. Key and Kayla and everybody else who came to the DMV and did not come to see me, it's fine because they know I can't do nothing but work and go to class. Like I'm in class right now while I'm doing this, and y'all just gonna talk about what type of great time y'all had, and y'all just 45 miles away, and it's fine. But
I am so sorry. You know what? When I tell you, I flew in like that Wednesday and flew out that Thursday morning. No excuses. No excuses.
Yeah, I told them.
Dr. Bailey, really? Dr. Bailey,
I did.
really?
I did. I told you.
Dr. Bailey.
I told you. Do not, whatever you do.
I forgot even
make some time for Kiera. I told you.
Look. Amir.
Ooh, you in trouble.
Under the bus. But Amir can attest that our whole mental got thrown off because of what happened to us when we first got to the hotel and having to wait from like 8:30 to almost 1 o'clock to get a room.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Then some people who didn't look like us came right in before the rooms were ready and got a room, but we were waiting. So then I had to go and show the people I was from 48505. So that was so it just kind of threw my whole energy off. So by then it was like, you know what, let's go to this awards thing. I'm ready to go home.
I understand.
Sorry. But I'm coming back. I'm always in DC. I go to Brooklyn all the time. I can just take the China bus from Brooklyn right down to DC, and we can meet and have lunch. And next time, Kayla and Amir are gonna take you. Where do we go to? Oh, the Bus Boys and Poets. We'll take you to Bus.
Always on time.
Well,
It
take
was
us
so good. It
somewhere,
was so good.
because
It
we
was
don't
so
have
good.
it up here. So
Bus Boys and Poets did you go to? Because if it wasn't 14 and V, then you was at a decent Bus Boys and Poets. You wasn't at the Bus Boys. And
we
Poets.
wasn't at 14. I've been to the one on 14.
Anyway, I was taking 9 credits and working 40 hours a week, and so that just wasn't, they didn't accept that. But it's fine. I don't feel unloved or anything like that at all. I did write I think I wrote a 15-page paper in like 4.5 hours. No, I think I wrote it under 4 hours on Lil Wayne. Do not procrastinate, but I did get an A- in that class though. Did get an A-, but do not wait till it was probably some spelling errors in there. Pay for Grammarly Premium. Pay for that.
The premium.
As an English major, I am highly impressed because no way I could do that.
Like when you gotta cry and still do stuff, because I just knew that I was gonna fail. I was like, Kira, why did you do this? You should have took sick leave before you did the paper. But I wrote it. I got started at 9 p.m. and I got it in right at 11:59.
Wow.
That happened.
Well, Kiara, we got a couple of grants that's coming up, so we're gonna call you so you can put that crunch time in.
Oh wow.
Okay.
She said she been struggling, trying to make things work, and you said, here's some more.
Here goes some more.
It's great. It's fine. I understand.
Now wait a minute now, here. We if you put in that kind of time, we're gonna have to compensate you.
You know what?
And that's just it. We never ask anybody to do nothing for free.
And you know what? I'll always help y'all though. Is Tomas on here?
He couldn't make it today.
So another thing I did this summer is spend several hours, and I talked to Dr. Key about this, but I spent several hours on the phone with Tomas about his college plans and his life goals. And it was a lot of work, but he is very smart and he's gonna make the best choice. And I did talk to Dr. Key about doing that for the rest of y'all on y'all way. So that is something else I did do this summer outside of working in school.
And that's something you were doing even beforehand because you.
Yeah, it was. It
yes.
just me out the game. I was on a good run, and COVID took me out the game. I actually had 3 speaking engagements lined up when COVID hit, so that was a little disappointing. But I did get a little stimmy, so it's fine.
That is mentoring. Exactly, mentoring is mentoring, and every mentor needs mentoring, and mentees also mentor their mentors. I tell people all the time, you have to have layers of mentorship because no one mentor can give you everything you need, but you can pull what you need from them and what you need from somebody else. And true mentors know how to create networks for their mentees to pull what they need. And every good leader wants their mentees to go farther, be stronger, and be faster than them. If you are under a mentor who don't want you to do better than them, change your mentor. Just want to say that.
Because Kayla is gonna go to law school, even though she don't think she is yet. But she's
gonna be in public health too, and she's gonna have a PhD and a doctorate in front of her name. Anyway, as we go on to the next segment of the show,
we not just gonna go past that like you didn't just say what you had just said.
Yes, we are. Y'all, we having fun today out there, and we haven't been together as a group, so we're giving y'all updates with humor, with personality, and with a lot of shade being thrown in the chat.
Of course, and I don't mind throwing shade. They know that. I got smoke for them all. I just want to give a shout out to Monisha. I saw you yesterday, but they was pushing me into different spaces, so I didn't get a chance to come back and say hello. But I did see you yesterday. I want to make sure that I let you know that I really wanted to say something to you, but that's how it goes. My summer was filled with a lot of work, making sure that we got the youth camp going. And then after the youth camp, I needed the space in order to make all these different arrangements for APHA. Now, I want you all to understand and really get this thing. Michigan Medical made all my arrangements to go to Boston. I didn't have to do that for me. But then when it came to you, I had to relent and I had to try to figure it out. And Dr. Key knows that I've been in panic mode until this morning about making sure that you guys get there and have the experience that I had in going to APHA. I want you all to experience that. There's nothing like it. And it will give you a foundation upon which to constantly draw to understand the work that you do and how you fit into that work, and that you're not alone, that you will understand that you're not in this work alone. There are other folks that are there that's doing this work, and you can have access to all of them. They will give you access to them. And as Dr. Key said, if you under somebody's tutelage and they just want you with them, that might be the person that you might want to get away from, because that's somebody that's trying to clone themselves. But what you really want is somebody that's going to help you get into spaces and places where you can get everything that you need so you can become all that you are supposed to be. Chris and Cole, I know you guys haven't said anything, but I'm trying to also make sure that we open up the space that you are able also to understand and know that as an ally to this group of folks, we want to push you as well. We push our allies, we push our folks that are in the space with us because they understand and know. And I want you guys to know that when we go to Boston, we're taking a very special person from Flint with us simply because of Chris and Cole. And that's their mom, the advocate who was the famous advocate for one of the famous advocates for Flint during the water crisis. Mom Melissa Mays is going with us.
So Dr. Bailey segued us into the next segment, talking about our up and coming event, which is FPHYA is going to the American Public Health Association annual meeting in Boston, Massachusetts for the 150th anniversary, which is huge. This is a science conference that has medical doctors, public health doctors, community activists, social workers, social justice folk, you name it, economists, administrators. They have crews, they have a whole video competition that's looking at media and arts. Like, this is a huge, big deal, you all. And you never know who's going to be there, from celebrities to high end. I mean, I was there one year and Colin Powell walked right past me. And I was like, hi, you know, it's like literally, you just don't know who's going to be there. And it's it's the largest health organization in the nation. The WHO, the World Health Organization, is the largest globally, but APHA is the largest in the nation. And we have over 60,000 members of APHA. And at any given time, about 25 to 39 of those individuals descend on the city at one time and shut it down. Anyway, so we're so excited. So FPHYA is, y'all presenting on some stuff, right? What y'all presenting on? Tell the people what y'all presenting on. Who remember? We got 2 abstracts. One is a round table and one is a poster.
We're presenting on, well, I'll say one of them, the racism as a public health crisis, the youth dialogues that we did throughout the city of Flint and Genesee County. We talked to youth actually throughout the county. So we'll be presenting on the work that we did, sort of how we got the idea, how we compiled the data, how the dialogues were formatted, and the information that we were able to gather from that experience.
Absolutely. Who remembers what the other abstract focuses on? And y'all did these 3 years in a row? One was COVID, one was
The
mental
health
health.
messaging
Health
campaigns that we
messaging
did.
campaigns, yes.
Mhm.
And the most recent campaign focused on environmental health, right? Right. So we're gonna talk about what we did, how we did it, why we did it, who did it, and the outcomes of what we did. And this is amazing because I'm excited because I went to APHA as an adult, already a college student. Some of you will be going while you haven't even gone to college yet. And I'm just thinking about the head start that we're trying to give you all, right? Many of you, most people have not even had a peer-reviewed publication until they're in graduate school. Y'all are going to be able to cite these as you are authoring abstracts for scientific conferences before you even get to graduate school. That's a big deal. Sometimes it's those little things that'll get you the scholarship over the next person who may be just as gifted as you are, right? And so again, Flint Public Health Youth Academy is about setting everybody up to win, right? And so we're so excited. So those of you out in social media land, our young people are headed to Boston, headed to present on the work that they did right here in this community, and that they're going to disseminate best practices from this community, because unlike what the media said about Flint youth, that because we were exposed to lead water and everything else that was toxic in the water, that we were going to have poor IQs, would not be able to excel academically, would have all these behavioral problems. FPHYA is telling you, no, that's not our narrative. That may be what the science predicts, but that's not our reality. And our reality is we are excelling. We're excelling in many disciplines, and we're elevating in public health. We're elevating in research, and we're going to show the world that Flint youth have something to contribute to the world of public health and medicine, since we were forced to go through the worst public health crisis in modern day history. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're up to. Of course, we will not have a show Friday after next, because that's the weekend we go to APHA. But the following show stream, we'll be back to give you guys an update. We also have a videographer, Mr. Gregory Cahoot, who will be traveling with us from MSU, who will be documenting. Actually, y'all got to really come out with some personality, because we might can turn this into a reality TV show and get a check from VH1. I'm just if Nene Leaks can do it, so can Kayla. I'm just saying. So let's do what we want to do, but we're going to have this documented. They're going to video not just you presenting behind the scenes, from arrival to engaging with people throughout the conference. Like, this is a big deal, and it's all focused on Flint youth. Now, do you all know how much it costs to have a documentary? Some documentaries cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, some roughly between 60 to 70,000, because you got to pay for the cameraman, pay for the equipment, pay for the editing, pay for all of that. And we got people who are saying, you know what, y'all so awesome. If y'all can just get me there, I'll do it pro bono. So this is the type of favor that we have. This is the awesomeness that you all project to the world, to where people want to say, you know what, I want to be a part of them some type of way. So we're so excited. You know, we have donors who have donated. We want to give a shout out to the Community Foundation, who made sure we were able to take you all. And APHA is expensive. The hotels are expensive, but they made sure we were able to take all of those who are authors on those abstracts, as well as we have some other folk who will give shots out on the post side of this, who are contributing and doing some things for us. So again, if you're a funder out there and you want to fund some youth programs, here we are. If you know some funders out there who need to fund some youth programs, here we are. And even if it's not even a youth program, but it's a program that's doing community impact work, here we are. All right. Any last minute remarks before we sign off?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, what feels so special to me is this opportunity to display something that should be spread. Like, this concept that youth really have something to offer up, and that we can help fix some of these problems, offer solutions, as well as teach other youth. And it's really cool that Flint is like, one of the main people pushing this forward, this ideology, whether that mean considering racism as a health crisis, or just being, hey, we need to look to the youth to help fix the problem of tomorrow. So it's been really cool to be a part of this. And I'm super excited for us to be in Boston.
Absolutely. Tasha?
I just want to, add on to go off of what Cruz is saying. This is an awesome opportunity that I probably would have never gotten to have, as a young kid. So it's nice knowing that I'm going to be a part of something a lot bigger than what I dreamed of. It's quite an honor to be able to go there with a bunch of well-known people, as well as this youth group, because, like I said, awesome opportunity. Going with you, Dr. Keys, Dr. Bailey, Monisha, everyone in this group, Kayla, Cruz, Everett, Amir, all of y'all. It's super exciting, especially getting to meet all of you in person, because I haven't even gotten to do that yet. So, getting to hear everything in person, because, there's video, but then there's actual in person. So I'm excited for that.
That's right, because you did come in during COVID. So during most of the virtual programming, absolutely. Go ahead, Everett.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I'm excited to enjoy the fruits of our labor. I see y'all like work really hard. Dr. Key, Dr. Bailey, Cruz, K, like everybody in this group works really, really hard. And we about to go to Boston and we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna talk to people. We're gonna meet some great people. I'm so excited. Like I'm beyond excited. Like I don't think y'all know how excited I am. Cause I just want to talk to people. I just want to meet somebody cool. I just want to have the whole experience, and I'm excited to enjoy the fruits of our labor. And I'm excited that people are going to be able to see what great things are coming out of Flint and what great people are coming out of Flint. So that's what I'm excited for.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Amir?
Yeah, man. I'm really pumped for this opportunity. Just to even see the sights in Boston, because I've never been to Boston before, so it's going to be a new experience. Also, to see the scenery, good food, hang around good people. It's going to be great, especially the opportunities that can come out of this, and show the people in there. We got people in here that are still in high school, undergraduates in college, haven't made it to the graduate level yet, most of us. So it's like it's a very, very great opportunity, and be able to show the people in their late teens, early 20s can make policy change too, and make make a big difference. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. Very blessed.
That's awesome. All right. Is that it, FPHYA? That's all y'all got to say? All right. Well, thank you.
Wait, I have something else to say.
Go ahead.
Peace up, A-Town down.
All right. Thank you, everyone out there in social media land. This has been another episode of A Youth Perspective. We are the Flint Public Health Youth Academy. We will be back in a couple weeks right after FPHYA, and we'll give you guys an update on the wonderful impact that I know these interns are going to make and the stellar presentations that will happen in Boston. Until then, be safe, and remember, public health is everything, and everything is public health. Have a good evening.